Hi, Lions fans. I'm Derek, and I'll update you on everything happening in Detroit. The Detroit Lions entered the 2025 offseason under a spotlight brighter than ever before. After tantalizing flashes of playoff promise last season, fans and pundits alike wondered if this is finally the year Detroit shakes its long-standing reputation and storms into true championship contention. Every move, from locker room leadership to front office maneuvers, carries enormous weight. Will the Lions keep their dynamic playmakers in-house? Can they fortify a defense hungry for turnover makers? And might they dare to swing a blockbuster deal for an elite pass rusher? Stay with us as we examine how these bold moves intertwine to form Detroit's master plan, and why this spring could be the turning point that finally delivers the Motor City its long-awaited roar. First, pay attention. I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you like what we do, could you take a moment to click on the like button? It's a great way to support us at no cost to you. Thanks a million. As the Detroit Lions gear up for the 2025 NFL Draft, whispers circulated that their home run threat, Jameson Williams, could be on the chopping block. Yet Williams' actions in recent days have spoken far louder than any headline. He showed up to voluntary Lions off-season workouts, bursting off the line of scrimmage with the same game-breaking speed that carried him to a 1,000-yard rookie campaign and flashed that trademark grin as cameras rolled. That display of energy reminded teammates and fans alike that he remains fully invested in Detroit's championship pursuit. Just as telling was Williams' understated 5-word move on social media. Rather than issuing a press release or an emotional manifesto, he quietly liked a fan's post lauding the Lions' revamped locker room atmosphere. In that simple click lay a clear message. He's locked in on Detroit, not shopping for a new destination. Amid speculative reports linking him to division rivals, Williams' body language and digital nod served to drown out the noise. With his 2025 salary set at a modest $5.4 million and a team option for 2026, the Lions control his rights, and all signs point to them keeping their fastest weapon in the fold. General manager Brad Holmes faces a May 1st deadline to pick up Williams' fifth-year option. Given the fifth-year bargain Williams represents relative to his explosive upside, insiders expect Holmes to pull the trigger, cementing the wideout's place in Detroit's long-term offensive blueprint rather than dangling him in trade talks. Barely a day before draft week, the Lions delivered a statement in the secondary by inking emerging All-Pro safety Kirby Joseph to an historic extension. The new 4-year pact, worth $86 million total, and averaging $21.5 million per season, eclipses the previous safety pay scale summit set by Tampa Bay's Antoine Winfield Jr. at $21.025 million annually. Joseph's resume justified every dollar. In 2024, he paced the entire NFL with 9 interceptions, added 83 tackles, and knocked away 12 more passes across 17 starts, earning first-team All-Pro honors in the process. Originally a third-round pick in 2022, Joseph has rapidly evolved into the backbone of Detroit's deep coverage scheme. By securing his future in Honolulu Blue, the front office can now target complementary defensive prospects with their opening round selection, rather than fretting over retaining this budding superstar. This landmark deal not only rewards Joseph's ball-hawk instincts and sideline-to-sideline range, but also signals the Lions' commitment to building a championship-caliber defense around him. With Joseph patrolling the back end, Detroit can deploy more aggressive blitz packages, confident their last line of defense is in elite hands. With Williams' loyalty ensured and Joseph locked up long-term, Detroit's next offseason focus falls squarely on reinforcing cornerback depth. In his latest mock draft, ESPN's Peter Schrager slots Michigan's Will Johnson to the Lions at pick number 28, lauding his outstanding eyes, feet, and coverage IQ, and forecasting an immediate starting role opposite Terrion Arnold. Johnson's college tape shows a defender unafraid to press receivers at the line, mirror their routes in man coverage, and quickly flip his hips to trail and off coverage. Although a foot injury and a hamstring tweak caused his draft stock to waver late in the pre-draft process, scouts remain high on his upside in both zone and man schemes, citing his physicality and rapid recovery burst as pro-level traits. Pairing Johnson with Brian Branch in the slot and veteran DJ Reed outside would give Detroit a versatile trio equipped to neutralize any NFC North aerial assault. Johnson's addition would also allow coordinator Aaron Glenn to disguise coverages more freely, knowing his corners possess the technical polish and mental acuity to thrive in complex defensive looks. As the draft clock ticked down, another seismic scenario emerged. A blockbuster edge rusher swap, sending New York Giants Kayvon Thibodeau to Detroit in exchange for the Lions' late first-round pick and minimal additional capital. Originally the number 5 overall pick in 2022, Thibodeau logged an impressive 8.3 sacks per 17 games early in his career, but his development has been uneven, and New York declined his fifth-year option. In Detroit, Thibodeau would team with Aiden Hutchinson to form one of the league's most explosive pass rush tandems, marrying Hutchinson's power rush repertoire with Thibodeau's lethal speed-to-counter moves. Such a pairing could wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks, dramatically elevating Detroit's defensive ceiling. Of course, swapping a first-rounder for an unproven, but tantalizing, talent carries inherent risk. Yet the Lions have demonstrated a willingness to swing for the fences this spring, from Joseph's record-setting extension to Williams' retention. Pursuing Thibodeau would represent the ultimate all-in move on a Super Bowl window that appears to be opening right now in Detroit. What do you think about Detroit's potential blockbuster splash for Kayvon Thibodeau? Would pairing him with Aiden Hutchinson give the Lions the league's most fearsome pass rush? Or is surrendering a first-round pick too steep a price? How confident are you in Jameson Williams' commitment and Kirby Joseph's new deal fueling a Super Bowl run? And which draft prospect, will Johnson or another target, do you believe can immediately elevate Detroit's secondary? What do you think? Leave a comment. Remember to support the channel, leave your like, and subscribe. Don't miss any update, news, or insight about the Lions. Always stay ahead. See you soon.